Olive-backed sunbirds, despite their sizes, have loud high-pitched sounds. You might have heard of this somewhere. And this one. And this one. They will serve their purpose in saving the life of Buddy. Well, sort of. Hi, I'm Walter, and this is Urban Wild Studio. I was awakened early in the morning by the olive skulls, but what I wanted to hear particularly were of those chicks. As I looked down my window, I felt a little sadness seeing their abandoned home. It has been a wonderful 37 days since I first saw Mommy, Daddy in the nest. I could still hear the cries of the chicks around the neighborhood. Could be more of Buddy. He's the noisier of the two. That afternoon, I tried looking for them in case they were just in the open. I followed the sound and there was Buddy up in a Tamsis tree of my neighbor. I couldn't find Sissy at that time. She was the quiet one, so it was hard to locate her. I wondered if she's okay. Buddy was still being fed by the parents, but more from Mommy at that time. Maybe Daddy was feeding Sissy somewhere in the area. Just as I was about to take a break, I heard a series of distressing frantic calls. Something was not right. As I look up the tree, there's a bird that was attacking Buddy, which I missed filming. As I tried to focus my camera on them, another bird was being attacked. At first I thought it was Mommy. It took me a lot of reviewing this video clip to realize that this wasn't her. It is another species of a female sunbird. We'll get to her later. Then the aggressor went back to Buddy and began attacking him again. What's his problem? Poor Buddy. He was holding on for his dear life. Well, kind of. It's a defensive position for sunbirds to hang upside down when being attacked. The other female bird tried to intervene, but there was nothing she could do. As soon as the attacking bird stopped for a while, she would peck Buddy lightly as if checking him if he's okay. Is he? The female bird stayed with Buddy and she seemed worried for him as he was hanging motionless. I couldn't tell at that time if he was still alive. Where's Mommy and Daddy when Buddy needed them the most? The attacking bird was another kind of sunbird, a male brown-throated sunbird. Brown-throateds almost look the same with the olives except for, yeah, you guessed it, the brown throat in males, and a bit darker iridescent feathers. And the other bird was a female brown-throated, almost looked like a female olive with minor differences. What was interesting in the sequence is that the female is more like defending Buddy, a bird of another species, from a male species of her kind. Motherly instinct? Or the male bird could be just a disgruntled lover taking out his frustrations on Buddy. I've got mixed emotions at that time. I didn't know if I'd get angry because Buddy was being attacked or get excited because it was the first time I saw brown-throated sunbirds. What could be the reason of the attack? Probably not predation. Also not territorial. Never seen browns here before in our neighborhood. The brown attacked Buddy again. Buddy fell to the paved floor inside my neighbor's property. There was a long drop from the tree. Good thing someone was there in the house. My neighbor handed me down Buddy as I rushed for home. Well, thank goodness he seemed okay. I put him in the guava tree inside our property. He was back again. I thought he would be safer here for a while. I still had an attachment for this young fella. He began calling his parents. I was holding my breath if Mommy or Daddy would be able to hear him and then locate him. The drama was still unfolding. Mommy and Daddy had to find Buddy or else he would not survive on his own. I tried feeding him once with a spider, but he won't eat it. The food needs to be from his parents' beak. Then he stopped calling. Maybe out of exhaustion from the attack, he would take naps and rest momentarily. Then he heard a familiar call from a distance. Could this be his parents looking for him? Buddy began to peep faster and louder until Mommy appeared all of a sudden. I was finally relieved. She even continued the feeding. After a while, it was taking a longer time for Mommy to return. So he kept jumping from branch to branch trying to reach the top. As soon as he was high enough, he flew again, braving the outside world. He landed somewhere in the vegetation near my house. Finally, Daddy was there. As soon as he looked secured, I called it a day. It was the first day since the attack on Buddy. I was hoping no harm has caused him again that evening. I was also hoping the incident wouldn't scar him and he won't get traumatized. I went outside my house and I could still hear some familiar peeps. I followed it and led me to the same vegetation. And there I saw Buddy. He looked okay. I couldn't find Sissy again. Maybe she didn't survive outside. Mom and Daddy were still feeding him. What dedication these bird parents had on their young. I went back to my house and I still could see Buddy from afar using the zoom in my camera. Yep, I was still monitoring it, making sure he'd be alright. Around mid-noon, it rained hard. I couldn't locate Buddy anymore for the rest of the day. Didn't even hear his calls. I hope he's okay. And I thought that I really had to let go of these birds. Let Mother Nature take care of them. For 5 days, all I could do then was monitor Buddy through his calls. I still could hear baby peeps around the neighborhood. Even tried locating the sounds which came from over a fence in the neighborhood but was inaccessible for filming. That was it. I said to myself, it was time to let go of the Tamsi family. And it was time to make a story about them. But they just won't go away. Please don't miss the concluding part of this series on the next episode. Thank you for watching. See you in my next story. Hi friends! If you like this video, bisan kamay lang kayo. Please don't forget to like, share, follow or subscribe to Urban Wild Studio. Help me promote some of the beautiful and interesting animals of Cagayan de Oro City. Please support local and support a friend. Thank you so much.